everyone, Joshua here. What you just listened to was the beginning of the Spring Movement to Antonio Vivaldi's Four Seasons, a concerto that I thought that we would have gone over in this course. I mean, we have went over Vivaldi's Concerto in A minor, Op. 3, number 8, but I personally think we could have gone over this one, which I think is more famously known in media than the others, but that's just my opinion. Just to give some insight into this piece's creation, Vivaldi had written the score in honor to the sonnets about each of the seasons, as there have been sonnets written for each season giving off a scenario, such as like birds fluttering in the spring, like crashing thunder happening in the summer. Each movement and tempo to these movements depict this story. By listening to both the soloist and ensemble play the violins in the beginning, their episodes being the same idea and the same rhythm, if you listen really carefully and just imagine it, it can capture the arrival of spring coming. Here, listen and try to follow along to the intro again. Were you able to catch on? The beginning, to me, it conveys like the joyous arrival of spring, with like the breeze gently blowing across like grasslands or, woods, and, the sun coming out of the clouds, bringing in, warm air. Looking at the opening score in measures 1 to 11 itself, and if we look at the progression, the same chords kind of convey this as they go, the da 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 da. Like, it kind of like, to me, it feels like a warm sensation coming, and we can we can visualize it through hearing that. Another example, I would say, is in measure 50, where the soloist rhythmically strums his instrument with the bow, like really fast, the like, it pretty much like captures the scenario of like birds fluttering in the breeze all happily, while the rest of the orchestra plays just a straight series of 30-second notes in a row. Occasionally, they would raise in pitch along with the soloist. As you can hear from the I'm sorry if I made couldn't do the dynamics right, but you get the gist. Like, it kind of captures that, birds fluttering in the air along the wind. What made me chose Four Seasons is just how Vivaldi was able to take like violins, basses, and cellos, and they could replicate the nature or life through distinctive motifs, like through either the different tempos from each movement, the dynamics, or heck, even just the rhythm. You can kind of get a hearing of that. It's also one of the few concertos that I've listened to so far that is classified as program music. As I said before, that Vivaldi wanted to tell a story of each season's sonnet through music. Also, doing a bit of research on through Google, I found out that, the Four Seasons is actually one of the earliest examples of program music, alongside other classics like William Byrd's The Battle. Also, to me, as you've probably seen in my replies, that I focus a lot more on like, how each piece we've listened to tells like a story, or potentially could tell a story. to me, that's what I'm kind of looking for in an orchestra is, okay, what is what kind of story can this, you know, help me imagine? And whether it's a song cycle or a concerto, it has to tell a story to me, which is what attracted me to Vivaldi's work here. That's not to say like the other, concertos or song cycles that we've listened to told the story. Like, we've listened to Green Day, we've listened to uh, Handel, all of them. But I just think this specific concerto that I've listened to in the previous literature course from the summer, I just think it's an easy example to hear that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and I will look forward to any questions you guys have in class. So, see